Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go here on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
An opening play call like that, Mike, has exactly one goal. Let's connect on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize them. I mean, listen to this place after that interception. They're feeding into it. They're giving this offense extra momentum as they now take the field.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown Sentinels. 17 touchdowns now on the year. Mevis good on the extra point. And the Sentinels are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That is hard. Beautiful catch on the sideline. He's inbounds, but there is a penalty flag down, and that might wipe away the game. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down. Now, faking the give. Quick throw, taken in. He is in. Touchdown, Dragons. Extra point attempt, still to come. It's up and good. And the Dragons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown in time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. This one complete to Hayward. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They get 12 yards on that pass, and that will be a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and He's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. They get 14 on that hookup. That's enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They send the tight end in motion. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown Sentinels. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Sentinels will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. Going up top. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and you know they missed on that long attempt. At least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Back to the air once more on second down. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. And he'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. One quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. On fourth down, they'll send in the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards away. His kick is good. And the Dragons are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. It's taken in. A pickup of 14 on that one. And that will be a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Quick throw here is complete.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Open man, right side. He's got it. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Sentinels will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing now on first and 10. He'll get this complete to Walker.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He'll look to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Chicago. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dragons will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll look to throw again. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Sentinel. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. Mevis good on the extra point. And the Sentinels will go up by 7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. look to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to air this one out. That's hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Sentinels are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll manage only a couple. That's the former #1 overall pick, Travon Walker, there to make the stop. So we have reached halftime. These two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He's inside the 40. And he is gone. 75 yards for the touchdown. Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Sentinels will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now, faking the give. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll look to throw yet again. Quick hitting slant there. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A pickup there of 13. First down, Chicago. Back to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He's got it! And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Here's Walker. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Sentinels will take over here at their own 12.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems, as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Now they'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Like, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. This one complete, right side. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. At halftime, they come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the 1st half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dragons will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 7. Complete. Call it a gain of 13. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle they go. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
This one complete to Hayward. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to the ground after the penalty. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
They'll look to throw again. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Sentinels. His big game continues. His third touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The offense will line up for a 4-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work. We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Go again from the 3. It is second and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Past midfield. He's inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Sentinels. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead?
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Third down and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Dragons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Now a handoff running right. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a 1st rounder. And I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
Bring it home, boys! We got this!